What's going on, Sautter?
You know who that is?
What is he talking about? Uh-oh. Oh gosh.
That's his most impressive athletic accomplishment of all time is that photo.
You are out of your freaking mind. Like, there ain't no way. Vincent Edward Bo Jackson.
Yep.
One of, if not the greatest athlete ever of all time. Jim Thorpe, Bo Jackson.
You know why
two of the most opinionated people in America going head to head.
You know why you have to go to greatest athlete of all time? Because his actual accomplishments don't justify anything the way we talk about him.
He broke his hip. Like, if he wouldn't have, he broke his hip.
Yeah, and if Greg Oden would have stayed healthy and his legs were the same size. Like, what do you want me to do with the injury? I can't play ifs and buts in Candyland with you here.
Man, I'm sorry you weren't alive back then. But that dude was a bad
I'm
man.
not, because if all you had was 38 games of running backs to enjoy, then I'm not sorry I missed that.
Can I?
Although I could have been alive and I might have missed it just by blinking, so it's fine.
This dude.
See, you just couldn't let it ride.
No, I cannot let it ride. Listen, if he chooses violence, I'm choosing violence back.
Hey,
I'm not. I might be Indian, but I'm not Gandhi. All right, no pacifism.
Wow.
No pacifism on this one here. All right.
Hey.
As you can see, I'm not going on hunger strikes anytime soon.
Shane,
it's
okay.
I wasn't alive.
Nothing wrong with a Mahatma Gandhi reference at 9:00 on Friday. Put that on your bingo card.
I wasn't alive when Jim Thorpe was, doing his thing either. But I know that man was a bad dude. So, like,
we're just pretending like Jackie Robinson doesn't exist. We're just pretending. We're just pretending like Kyler Murray wasn't a top 10 draft pick in both things. Like we're just pretending like Deion Sanders. No. Listen. Kyler Murray only has 38 fewer career games in Major League Baseball than Bo has in the NFL. So the comparison's not as crazy as you think. We're just going to pretend like Deion Sanders isn't the best cover corner of all time and had a better baseball career than Bo Jackson, right? The thing you're obsessed with is the thing that could have happened but didn't. That's what you're obsessed with.
Hey, Mike, how are your daughters?
Your daughter feeling all right? She feeling better? She doing okay?
A little better this morning. We're not at the 102 temp.
Which one?
Leighton, the oldest one. Well, Lily had croup like all week, so she has been home all week. Went to school.
So that high temp sick thing has ripped through houses.
Yeah, it's smoking our house right now. So we're back down to about 99.1 or something this morning. Still not going to school and missing the like mom prom grandma thing tonight. Whatever kid damn. I wasn't invited, so I don't know whatever that is. So my kid decided that you can invite one adult to like the whatever they want to call it, the dance thing, elementary school dance deal. And grandma got the invite. Dad did not get the invite. So that tells you where I am.
Hey, so let me ask you something, because this kind of flew under the radar and I think people just roll their eyes at the NCAA. But were you like, of all the things that they could put the kibosh on, was the photo shoot and like decorating of lobbies and taking pictures? Didn't that strike you as odd? Like, what was the catalyst for that? Were people just doing too much on visits or what?
Well, I think it was probably just all the fakeness that came with it. Like, oh, show up here, come to campus, and then it's like, and then assistant coach who probably has an in with somebody somewhere is like getting the student intern photographer person to like take a photo, and then that kid uses it as clout. It was all just clout chasing. So they probably just were sick of the clout chasing is what I'm guessing.
God, it's just interesting. There's so many other things and how are you supposed to enforce that? Like, are they just going to make sure that you like don't send out pictures or?
Yeah, I don't know how because they said you could do it if like, I could take it if I brought my own camera or whatever, I could take a photo if I'm a parent or something, or my phone or whatever. So it's weird. It's pretty dumb if you think about it. Like, let's figure something else out. How about like, I don't know, get a handle on NIL stuff or something, which will never happen probably. But.
So we're coming off a year in 2024 with a ton of in-state guys. It was highly competitive in terms of rankings. Will it be more or less difficult with 2025?
Well, I think it's clear, a little more clear at the top in 25 with Christian. Like, I don't think there's like, I mean, he's the highest rated guy. Everybody loves him on national ranking stuff. I mean,
you seem like you disagree.
I don't know if I disagree. Well, he's ours.
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
So I'm happy about that. But I mean, Tyson is really, really good.
But Tyson doesn't do the whole camp thing and never has and doesn't need to and doesn't want to. So he won't get the national rankings.
He won't get the recruiting
I
service.
Can see that. So let me ask you this, maybe not from a ratings deal like stars, but like when you look at high school productivity, still a little more separation or is crowded at the top potentially?
No, it's more. I mean, Tyson Terry's started both sides of the ball, can play center, guard, tackle, everywhere on the offensive line, can play can play everywhere on the defensive line. If he was a nose, you'd be okay with that. If he was a 3-tech, 5, whatever, you'd be okay with him playing anywhere up front. So,
I mean, you got like, Mooberry, Vermoss, Lofton, Cotton. I mean, there's a ton of dudes.
There is a ton. I made
a ton of dudes.
I'm a big Pierce Mooberry fan, like a big one. I think he is the most talented player on
Looks
that
like
team.
He's starting to grow a little bit too. I know Hoops keeps him down a little, but you could see where his size could be a thing.
He's dunking stuff right now too. So,
I mean,
he's a 6'5" athletic kid. That's what they should be doing.
I never got, never mind. I'm not even going to go off.
No,
but like at a certain height, like that's not very impressive. With Mooberry, because he can high point a ball.
Yeah.
His ball skills he's unbelievable.
Are really, and you didn't.
So I don't mind that with the Pierce reference, and I'm a little biased because
you don't see it a ton.
I like you, but
you didn't see it a ton because of the offense and things like that. But he low key has really, really good ball skills.
He was mossing a couple of our guys as a sophomore.
Probably going to end up on defense, I would guess. But like his ball skills are really good. I don't
know.
He'd be outside linebacker.
Would man, maybe. I mean, sure, I guess
he's a super talented dude. I've been high on Mooberry for a couple of years. You know that
he dealt us.
I'm interested to see what he looks like with Burrell.
He ended up kind of getting hurt with us, but he can.
He gave people some problems.
No, he's legit.
I was watching. I think it was Papua and La Vista when they played early.
When he had like 38 tackles,
and he was just hammering dudes.
Yeah,
like he was a chaotic hammer. In that deep, like he is, I am a huge Pierce Mooberry guy.
So you're saying that
don't
anyway, I want to go back to like 6'6" guys that are athletic that should be able to dunk a basketball. We shouldn't make a big deal with like googly eye emojis on Twitter about it.
I'm not taking the bait. You're a child.
I'm asking the question. It's a question.
You're not gonna get me. Let's talk about this.
I can't ask a question.
Listen, if you like googly eyes, then do the googly eyes.
No, I'm saying so it's
no. I would not do the googly eyes.
So 6'5" athletic guys, and they just dunk a basketball, which is like should be expected. We shouldn't like freak out over. Is all I'm saying.
I mean, it depends on the kind of dunk.
Regular 2-hand dunk.
Okay, well, yeah, probably not googly eye worthy.
You're a child, Sautter. Where are you at for districts tonight?
It's a great question. If I'm alive by then or still, thinking Millard North Central or Papio or Lincoln Northeast, Papio South, the girls' district finals.
Yeah. So would it surprise you if there's some tough district seedings, and let me make sure I have this right. So A1 through A7, they seed the ones They seed the ones wild card points. Do they go backwards 7 through 1 for the 2s?
No, it snakes back. So, for example, Kearney got the 7 seed. So Gretna was the 8.
So they do go backwards because Gretna's in A7.
Yeah. So Gretna's the 2 seed in 7 because they were the 8th overall.
We had this discussion. We had this discussion in our house, and I have to be careful because obviously when you're potentially play against teams, you don't want to. We're not gassing the fire. I'm shocked that Gretna is in such a tough district because when I look at their capability versus some teams that have some higher seeds, I don't know, man. That's a brutal 2 to have to play. Yeah, that's a really, really good number 2 seed.
Congratulations, Kearney. You get a hosted
district. That's tough.
Like, it's real tough. I wouldn't want to play Gretna. I said this when it kind of looked like they were going to end up being a 2 somewhere. That's the last 2 seed that you want to play.
I wanted to make sure I understood that, right? So it works backwards. Right. The ones are ranked 1 through 7. The 2s are ranked 7 through 1.
It just goes
7 back through 1. So A7. So the best 2 is in A7. Yeah.
The best 2 plays the worst 1.
The next best 2 is in A6.
Because you're trying to reward the best 1 by not having them.
I just wanted to make sure. You'd think I would know, but I'm like,
no, I mean, it's a fair question.
How is Gretna in A7?
Yeah, it's like a snake draft.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, I get it. So that was a very interesting conversation in our household. I have one guy that is a lot more loose with his thoughts than the other one. And
I could imagine. I think I know which
one. Weird. It's the one that's not actually playing. Yeah, so it turned into a very. I'm like, guys, go finish watching Northwestern. Okay, they have sweet uniforms on tonight. Go check out Boo Booey.
Michigan held with them for a minute.
Yeah, I like Northwestern's staff. I did not know McIntosh and those guys, and my guy from Penn State that was going for buckets in like 11. It was on staff at Northwestern. I just keep winning, right? It's good. It's good for. No, I'm over the whole comparison thing for the metrics, but what I thought we looked at the girls' brackets too, the ladies, and A5 was the most difficult with Millard North and Central.
Yeah, that or Papio South Northeast, just because it's the 7 and 8, seeded teams. I guess.
So theoretically, it should be the most difficult, right?
But Pius in Southeast, Pius doesn't have a ton of size. That one could be interesting. All these are tonight, by the way.
Yeah.
North Star Marion is one. North Star, Taverdi's a great coach, but I do think, for me, it's either going to be Millard. I'm either going to go to Millard North, which is Central, which Nia, she could go off for 30.
Yeah, Severe called yesterday or 2 days ago. He's a big fan.
Yeah, so it's but Millard North does run like 17 girls out there and just can.
Well, he only has to play if he wants to one senior.
Right. But they're deep. I was going to cuss. They're really deep. And I just don't think Central has the depth to keep up with them. But with that pressure, Nia, if she's able to break it, she could just get run out. They could just be run out. That could be a ping pong ball game. So, but I do think Millard North's probably better. But I need to see Danila from Lincoln Northeast play, I think.
Yep.
Just because
watched her in the doubleheader. This was some months ago, but very talented.
Yeah, she rebounds everything. So the last time I saw her actually was in South Carolina. The girls were following up AAU basketball, so girls were following boys stuff, and I was there for an extra day. And I stayed and watched her for a little bit. She can rebound everything.
How would you slot C1 in boys? Because I feel like we have this conversation every year. I don't know if it's just the class or it's just this run of teams, but it's kind of dicey again. And I feel like I say that every year about C1 in some sport.
Yeah, well, you have Auburn's pretty good. And I'm not sure that people understand how good they are. I think Auburn's very good.
It seems like Maverick officially has the green light now. It's weird in that offense.
Yeah, no, they're scoring. So Auburn, when I was down there, Auburn's scoring. I went down there to watch them play Lincoln Lutheran. Auburn's scoring like 68, 65.
It's way up. That's why I said that.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're scoring a ton, and he's getting shots, and he's been a 4-year starter now for them. Good player, and Jim Weeks. As long as Jim Weeks is still the coach there, they're going to be good because they may or may not practice all year round. I don't know, but Concordia is good. Ashland Greenwood's good. Sydney, I think, is a little sneaky. Wahoo obviously is good. So
I'm always scared to back Wahoo because I feel like they take the air out of my sails. But I like the commute. You know what I mean? It's like, I want to.
Well,
don't tease me.
They were probably more talented last year than they are this year. But I don't know, Marcus Glock. If he gets any sort of space, it's going up and likely going in. That's what he did Tuesday night against Newman. And I know then you have Donovan Trumbull sitting out there. C1 is way more competitive, way better than Class B. Let me just tell you, it's way better.
Mike, is there a gap between Auburn and like the Concordia?
I don't think so.
No.
The Ashland Greenwood you're talking about, or they're pretty tightly clumped, even though Auburn's undefeated?
Yeah, I honestly I could see one of 6 teams, 7.
Oh, wow.
Maybe
okay.
In C1 win it.
So even
I think Donovan Trumbull's pretty good too.
Okay.
Let me ask. You don't have to name them because I mean parents get mad and fan bases get mad, but even coaches, realistically, how many teams could you see winning a state title in Class A? I have
3.
Northwest side, is that your third, Mike?
I lost you there, but I'll just answer the question. Bellevue West, Millard Northwest side.
And what's your fourth? Gretna?
Yes.
Well,
why not Gretna?
Depth.
I get it.
They're way good. I mean, I'm not. Here we go. Now people are going to say I'm bashing Gretna or whatever, which is not the case. They need more depth. They do. But those 5 seniors are.
Yeah,
tremendous.
but the only team that I would say that you meant the aforementioned that has what I would call depth is Bellevue West. Millard North's bench is relatively short. West Side's is short, as is Gretna's.
Gretna has like 5.5 players.
You didn't have to be specific.
I'm just saying. Like they're like 5.5 players.
DB here for diplomacy. Mike Sautter here for killing me.
Am I wrong? I'm not wrong. So I don't know. But their starting 5 is really good. All seniors. We know about all of them. It's not a surprise, but Bellevue West is playing the best right now. They just are.
Okay. I'll go with that because they win.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. No, okay. They've won. They have the longest winning streak.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Because there were a couple of those games down the stretch where I was like, but Bellevue West could be one of those teams where, and this is hard as a coach, because you kind of have been there.
It's like just waiting to get to the playoffs.
Yes. Keeping them dialed in every night because they're used to being there at the end.
Right.
I could see them, and they're playing with, and I hate the term, but they actually are because they're the 1 seed. They don't even have to win their district.
Yeah, they're playing with house money.
It's truly house money.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not and I mean they likely won't lose their district. I mean, they won't lose. They shouldn't lose their district. North Star, Westview. I don't think. I mean,
fair.
Yeah.
Mike, you kind of glossed over Class B a little bit, said it wasn't that interesting. Like, get into that a little bit for me.
Well, there's 9 teams with a winning record in Class B total. So
yeah, it's tough. Yeah,
right. I get that maybe nobody's that good, but like that could make an interesting tournament, right?
Crete's the best team.
And experience too.
I mean, even though they lost Ehlers, their best player to a knee injury, they're still the best team.
Okay.
So
and remember,
it is in B. It'll be Crete, Norris, Scott, kind of everybody else. Like Roncalli got the 6th seed, like the overall 6th seed as far as district finals are concerned. Roncalli just lost to Scott last night by, I was there, 30, 28, 25, something. So
not the most riveting basketball game, you're telling me?
The gap is just really far from like the top 3-ish. The gap's real far.
Okay.
Let me get you out of here on this, Michael Jerome. Are you expecting your coach in New York to be the head coach after 2024?
Big Bob Saleh. Yeah, when they win the Super Bowl this year, I do expect him. In 2020, in 2025, I expect him to be the coach because we're going to get like Mike Evans and some sort of offensive line to block.
I hate to break it to you, Mike Evans is going to the Chiefs.
Well, they can't sign Evans and
Chris Jones.
Yeah,
there's no way.
Well, they might, but I don't know. Would he be at the top of their wide receiver want list?
Who else out there that they would want?
I just said it Tuesday. Now I'm skipping. Now I'm missing his. I'm forgetting his name.
Hey, all I know is
Calvin Ridley.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
I would take Ridley over Mike Evans.
I would too.
How much does Mike Evans?
Although Mike Evans is probably the most under. No, he's legit.
He's pretty good.
And people, I did what I'm accusing people of. I kind of poo-pooed him. Evans is legit. I think you're going to get more games out of Ridley.
Fair. Okay, fair.
Is Devontae Adams available? No.
Oh, MGZ. Off the hazy. It is. Woo-wee. And they call him D. And people made a big deal about Pierce's comments about Mahomes rules. Cut it out. He's just talking.
Yep.
It's not a bounty on the guy. You know about Jordan rules? Stop.
All right, Mike.
So I won't see you tonight.
Why not? Where are you gonna be?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Huh. Wherever it is, I can go out and recruit. You know, that's what I do.
You gotta go recruit. That's what he does. That's Mike Sautter from Hurrdat Sports. He'll be out and about all over the Metro tonight. That's our guy. We appreciate you, Mike.
See you guys.
Vincent Bo Jackson.
Cool. Good talk.